Welcome to Tennis Glory, the channel where we relive the biggest moments, the toughest battles, and the purest triumphs on the court. Today is January 31st, 2026, and Melbourne Park just witnessed something truly special. Elena Rybakina has done it. She's beaten world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 in a gripping Australian Open final to claim her maiden title at Melbourne Park and her second Grand Slam crown overall. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Rybakina turned the tables on the player who had dominated her in their last Grand Slam final meeting 3 years ago. And in doing so, she reminded the entire tennis world why she's one of the most dangerous forces on hard courts when she's locked in. If you love high-quality ball striking, mental toughness under pressure, and stories of redemption, this is the video you've been waiting for. Let's break down every point, every momentum shift, and every emotion from this unforgettable Saturday night in Rod Laver Arena. The final had all the makings of a classic. On one side, Aryna Sabalenka, the reigning queen of hardcourt tennis. 2 Australian Open titles already in her cabinet. 46 wins from her last 48 Grand Slam matches on the surface coming into this fortnight. A serve that sounds like a gunshot, and ground strokes that can finish points in the blink of an eye. She was chasing history, a rare three-peat in Melbourne, something not seen since the Open era began. On the other side, Elena Rybakina, the quiet storm. The 26-year-old Kazakh had been flying under the radar all tournament, not dropping a set until this final, dismantling opponents with surgical precision and that trademark flat, heavy ball striking that makes return her serve feel like trying to catch a bullet. She came here with unfinished business. 3 years ago, in the 2023 final, Sabalenka had beaten her in 3 tight sets. Rybakina never forgot, and today, she made sure Sabalenka would remember this one. The first set was a masterclass from Rybakina. She came out blazing, broke Sabalenka in the very first game with a blistering backhand return winner down the line. The crowd felt it immediately. This wasn't going to be a repeat of 2023. Rybakina's serve was landing like missiles, deep, wide, and almost unreturnable. Sabalenka, usually so explosive, looked a fraction late on everything. Rybakina dictated with her forehand, pushed Sabalenka behind the baseline, and when the Belarusian tried a counterpunch, Elena's depth and pace kept her pinned. By the time Rybakina served out the set at 6-4, she had hit 12 winners to Sabalenka's 8 errors. The roof was closed, the atmosphere electric, and the message was clear. Rybakina wasn't here to survive. She was here to dominate. The second set flipped the script. Sabalenka woke up. She started swinging bigger, found her first serve rhythm, and began to unleash those trademark screaming forehands that echo around Rod Laver like thunder. She broke early for 2-0, held comfortably, and suddenly the momentum had swung. Rybakina fought hard, saved 3 break points at 1-1, but Sabalenka's intensity was relentless. The Belarusian's return game clicked. She started reading Rybakina's serve patterns and stepping in to take time away. The errors crept into Elena's game. A couple long forehands, a double fault under pressure, and Sabalenka leveled the match 6-4. As the players walked to their chairs, the crowd roared. This was now a shootout. 1 set all, everything to play for. The decider was pure drama. Sabalenka came out firing again, broke for 3-0 with a monstrous inside-out forehand winner. The scoreboard looked grim for Rybakina. Many thought, here we go again, Sabalenka's aura too strong. But Elena refused to fold. She dug in, held for 1-3, then broke back immediately with a stunning cross-court backhand pass that kissed the line. The crowd erupted. From 0-3 down, she clawed to 3-3. Then came the pivotal game at 4-4. Sabalenka held 3 game points, but Rybakina saved them all. First with a huge serve, then a forehand winner, then forcing an error on a long rally. On her first break point, Elena ripped a backhand down the line that Sabalenka could only frame wide. Break Rybakina. 5-4. She stepped up to serve for the championship. The final game was tense. Sabalenka threw everything at her. Deep returns, aggressive net approaches. But Rybakina stayed ice cool. She saved 2 break points with unreturnable serves. Then on championship point, cracked a 110 miles per hour ace down the tee. The stadium exploded. Rybakina dropped her racket, covered her face, then walked forward with the biggest smile we've seen from her in years. She hugged her team, lifted the Daphne Akers Memorial Cup, and finally let the emotion pour out. Two-time Grand Slam champion, Australian Open winner. The comeback queen had done it again. After the match, Rybakina was gracious in victory. "It's hard to find words right now," she said. "I want to congratulate Aryna for her amazing results over the last couple of years. I hope we're going to play many more finals together." She thanked Kazakhstan for their support, called Melbourne her Happy Slam, and thanked the fans for creating an atmosphere she'll never forget. Sabalenka, despite the heartbreak of missing a three-peat, was equally classy. With tears in her eyes, she said, "I want to congratulate you on an incredible run and incredible tennis. Such an incredible achievement. I love being here, love playing in front of you all. You guys are incredible support. Let's hope next year is going to be a better year." This final was special because it pitted two of the biggest hitters in women's tennis against each other. Both players can overpower anyone on their day. But today, Rybakina's composure under pressure and her ability to raise her level when it mattered most made the difference. She hit 38 winners to Sabalenka's 32, but more importantly, she committed only 22 unforced errors compared to Aryna's 38. In the clutch moments, break points, set points, championship point, she was rock solid. That's the mark of a champion. For Rybakina, this title completes a remarkable journey. After Wimbledon 2022, injuries, surgery, a long break, and doubts about whether she'd ever return to the top, she's now a two-time major winner and WTA Finals champion. At 26, she's just entering her prime. For Sabalenka, the loss stings. She had won 46 of her last 48 hard-court slam matches coming in, but she remains world number one and a force to be reckoned with. These two will meet again, and next time it'll be even bigger. The Australian Open 2026 Women's Final will be remembered as a clash of titans, a battle of wills, and a reminder that in tennis, when two players bring their absolute best, magic happens. Elena Rybakina lifted the trophy tonight, but both she and Aryna Sabalenka reminded us why we love the sport. Because on any given day, anything is possible. What did you think of the final? Was Rybakina's comeback the story of the tournament? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you were on the edge of your seat. Subscribe for more Grand Slam breakdowns and player stories. And hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. See you at the next big match. Go tennis.